Yes, my name is Eromose Solomon. We are going to be looking at occupation. Okay, before that, let's look at the lesson objective. At the end of this class, you should be able to define an occupation, list the examples of occupation, then explain. List and explain examples of occupation. Okay, so as you can see, what is an occupation? It can be defined as any legal, any productive activity which people do to earn a living. As a hunter, you are into hunting. As a farmer, you are into farming. As a fisherman, you are into fishing. These are your occupation. As a teacher, you are into what? Teaching. You can see this. So this set of people are into what? Farming. Farming. Are into farming. You can see this image. Okay. These are hunters. They are into hunting. Okay. They are into hunting. They are into the same hunting. Okay. And the next one is what? Gardening. They are gardeners, and their occupation is what? Gardening. Okay? Hope you understand that. What about drivers? They are into what? Their occupation is what? Driving. They are into driving. Okay, what about teachers? They are into what? Teaching. They are into teaching. Then you have traders. This set of people are into trading. They are, okay, look at this. She's a cleaner. She's into cleaning. Cleaning is her occupation. Look at a singer. She's into singing. Singing is her occupation. Okay. Now we have different types of occupation. We have different types of occupation. We have industrial occupation. Now, one thing about those in industrial occupation is that they are into extraction of raw materials and converting them into finished goods. Okay? They are into what? Conversion of raw materials and extraction of raw materials and converting those raw materials into finished goods. Farmers get the raw materials. Hunters get the raw materials. Those into fishing get the raw materials. And these raw materials will be converted into semi and finished goods by those in manufacturing occupation. So as you can see here, under industrial occupation, we have extractive occupation, which is this primary stage. Okay, so whatever they have will be converted into what? Into semi and finished product by those in manufacturing occupation. Okay, so manufacturing occupation is still the same thing as here we're talking about secondary stage, and these are the people that we convert the extracted raw materials into both semi and finished products. Then the next one is construction occupation. Here the engineers, the bricklayers assemble the products that have been manufactured by those in by the manufacturing occupation. They assemble them together. And that here we have construction companies that are into what? Into construction. Okay. Now, the next types of occupation is commercial. Here we have transporters, we have bankers, we have traders. We have those who are into warehousing business, communication business, advertising business. Okay, so we have them here. Now, one thing you discover here is that this sort of people facilitate trading activities. like bank. From bank you can borrow, you can get loan. Banks make payment on behalf of traders, on behalf of their customers. And as a trader, for example, you are into importation and exportation of goods, you need a good warehousing so that your products will be able to last for a long period of time. Okay, so the workers here, the occupation here involve activities that what? Facilitate trade. So under here you have trade and what? Is to trade. Okay, then the next set of occupation is those in services. Here we talk about teachers, talk about lawyers, we have accountants, we have police officers, soldiers, doctors, barbers, footballers, singers, cleaners, etc. So this render service, and we have both direct and indirect service. We have both direct and indirect service. Okay. Under direct service, you have teachers in private schools. You have lawyers that have their own chambers and they render direct service to the public, and you make payments. Okay, so your private doctors is under a direct service. Your barbers, okay, they are under direct service. You make payment to them directly. Now, under indirect service, you have government workers, the civil servants, the soldiers, the police officers. Okay, they render indirect service because you are not paying directly. It is government that pays them. Okay, it's government that make payment to them. Okay, let's look at factors which influence occupation. You have family background, you have education and training, you have rewards, you have talent, you have proximity to natural resources, you have religion. Okay, so any question? Do you have any question? Do you have any question? Is it clear? So under factors that influence occupation, we need to know your family background. Some people choose a particular career because their parents are lawyers. Their parents are accountants. Education and training, you need to be well educated for you to become a medical doctor. The reward can be in terms of money. At times, people choose a particular occupation because of the reward. The talent, your gifts can also influence the type of occupation you choose. If you are good in acting, you may decide to go into acting. Okay? Then, proximity to natural resources, places where certain natural resources are available. You may decide to be a miner because in a place where you reside, you have gold. Okay, you may decide to go into that and become a miner. Your religious belief. Some people will never choose a certain occupation because it is against their belief. Do you have any question?